So now we're going to go to the Bell Block. So here we're going to start with that bird's eye map again. We've got two buildings pointed out on the Bell Block. We've got number 8 and N. We'll talk first about 8. That was the C.P. Andreas Jeweler, L.S. Specimens and News Depot. So he came to Bayfield about 1881. He's the only jeweler in Bayfield at that time. Had a variety of stuff there in his store, including sewing machines and watches. And for your convenience, he also had revolvers and ammunition. And probably things you need if you're going to pick up a gold pen at his place. And then the other building that was marked there, that was the predecessor of the Bell Building that was built in 1892. That was owned by Bayfield County Press, which was purchased by Curry Bell. And he had done a number of things to improve the newspaper. And he added more content to the newspaper in town. So that's what the Sanborn map looked like in 1886. Now it's a boots and stationery store. And there's the predecessor of the Bell Building, but it's Bayfield Press that had hand printing in the building. It was green, so it was some type of non-combustible material. It wasn't wood. Down here, you see the DH. That's a designation that there was a double hydrant there to put out fires. Very significant to the Sanborn folks. Then in 1892, we have a new map and we have a new building. This is the first depiction of the Bell Building on a Sanborn map. You'll see it's all in red to indicate that it's primarily a brick building. The front of the building was drugstore, and the back was a post office on the first floor, hand printing done in the basement. So that's how it changed in 92. So here's a look at it. And it's a very, very handsome building, substantial. And you can see that there's the storefront in the beginning. We'll see that that area contained a lot of different businesses over time. There's the post office there. And then down in the basement was the printing press. We have a description of the Bell Building supplied by Mr. Curry, who was the editor of the newspaper. The lower two floors contained a drug and jewelry store, a post office, and a printing office. The upper floor had 8 offices, including a lavatory and a closet, and all electric lighting. What was going on in Bayfield in 1883? And we have a description of that by Curry Bell, who tells us about all the advantages that Bayfield had to offer someone who is thinking about venturing there. This is what he wrote. The press ventures that not another town in the Northwest the size of the harbor city can boast of being supplied with as many evidences of civilization and conveniences. Waterworks, street lamps, telephone exchange, fire apparatus, townhouse with fireproof vaults, hotel, now the largest in northern Wisconsin, supplied with electric bells, bathroom, etc., churches of 3 denominations, schools, sidewalks, and the only brownstone courthouse in the country outside of Milwaukee. Mr. Bell, who never found a superlative that he could not apply to Bayfield, he does give us a pretty good description of what things were like. So there's another look at the building. I think this is really kind of neat. This is a drawing of what the post office looked like in the Bell Building in 1904. It was done by a commercial arts teacher in Bayfield, a woman named Barbara Spencer. But it really just gives us a nice look at what that post office looked like. And we see that the entrance to the press was on the left side, and so the entrance to the post office was here on the other side. All right, so that's 1904. That's what it looked like. Thank you, Ms. Spencer. So here's another look at it. I'm not going to go further down this block really from the Bell Building. That was the Davis Hotel. Here's the interior of the printing operation that was downstairs in the Bell Building. A couple looks at that.